Guys, we have an urgent information coming out. US President hints at land strike in Venezuela. Something serious about to happen. Once again, this is coming out from the US President. Something serious about to happen. So something very serious is going to happen, the U.S. Commander-in-Chief says. So we're going to see what's going on with this news here, guys. And once again, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. For those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. All right, so we're going to see what's going on with this news here, guys. This is very important. Something serious about to happen. That's some very important message from the Commander-in-Chief. So he said this. You have product, the drugs. Product by sea are almost down to nothing. They continue to come in by land, but less because they see something is going to happen. And they're right. Something very serious is going to happen. The equivalent of what's happening by sea. We're informing Congress, but we have to do it for national security. We have to do it to save lives. Once again, Venezuela deploys massive arsenal against possible U.S. strikes. Venezuelan leader Nicolas says his forces have deployed over 5,000 Russian-made 5,000 Russian-made aircraft missiles to counter potential U.S. strike. Wow. Nicolas flexes 5,000 Russian missiles. As Caribbean tensions explode, things like, man, it's getting really hot. Nicholas just unveiled Venezuela air defense arsenal. 5,000 Russian Ingla-S missiles positioned across the country. The message is clear. Touch down here and get, you know what, down. This comes as the U.S. Commander-in-Chief military presence in the Caribbean decimates the gangs by sea and threatens land operation. Nicholas said no fewer than 5,000 Russian missiles in key air defense position to ensure peace. Colombia's recalling ambassadors. Regional leaders are furious. The Pentagon calls the gangs organizations. Venezuela betting Russian hardware keeps the wolves at bay. Wow. So we're going to get to all this news. I do have the full article, but let me just read this really quick here. So regime change in Venezuela is about oil, not freedom. Now, the U.S. Commander-in-Chief has authorized the CI-you-know-who convert ops in Venezuela, including lethal force, because nothing says freedom like secret wars for crude. The same, you know what, who butchered Iraq, Libya, and Syria are back for another round, this time with ExxonMobil calling the shots and Marco Rubio waving the, you know what. All right, so I'm just going to skip this one here, guys. I'm just going to skip this one here. But is it about the oil? Or is it about the gangs bringing the drugs? Or is this about Nicholas' regime? There's a lot of information floating around. But right now, the most important thing is this 5,000 Russian missiles across Venezuela, active right now. Venezuela deploys 5,000 man-pads arsenal against possible U.S. strikes. Venezuela leader Nicholas claimed his forces have deployed over 5,000 Russian-made of these aircraft systems to defend against potential U.S. strikes. Wow. Venezuelan leader Nicholas' announcement marked the most assertive military declaration since 2019, positioning Venezuela air defenses as a deterrent to external intervention, guaranteeing peace through firepower. Nicholas said the Ingla-S missiles are stationed at strategic points nationwide to counter low-flying aircraft, helicopters, and drones. Now, he warned Washington that any act of aggression would be met with immediate defense. Now, you have the Russian system, the 9K338 Igla-S, the SA-24 Grinch, is a shoulder-launched infrared guided missile with a effective range of 6 kilometers and altitude ceiling of 3.5 kilometers, that's 11,500 feet. Each unit weighs about 19 kilograms and carries a 1.17 kilogram fragmentation warhead. Russia has supplied Venezuela with these equipments since the mid-2000s under multi-billion-dollar arms deals initiated by Hugo. You guys know Hugo. He's the one that started everything out there in Venezuela. Really messed up the entire region. Venezuela layered air defenses. The Igla-S complements heavier Russian system. All right, so you have all these information here, which I'm gonna skip. Together, these form an integrated air defense network. Though sanctions and spare parts shortages have reduced readiness to 50 to 70%. So a lot of their stuff, they even have our F-16, which I think we sold to them back in the 80s. A lot of their stuff, well, they do need some parts. The problem is it's hard for them to get them because of sanctions, all right? It's preventing them to get the parts for the F-16s. Again, the 80s stuff. So the catch, power in numbers, not in range. Despite the headline figure of 5,000 missiles, the Igla-S remains a short-range, point defense weapons, ineffective against high-altitude bombers, stealth aircraft, or standoff munitions. The system deterrent value lies mainly in symbolism and propaganda, not in its ability to counter a full-scale U.S. air campaign. So once again, that's the latest updates when it comes to Venezuela. 5,000 Russian missiles at Caribbean tensions explodes. Things are looking pretty tough nowadays out there. Give me a second here, guys. There's something that just came out. This is from... Give me a second here. Oh, okay, so Nicholas warns, this is an update. Nicholas warns Washington with Russian air defense system. Every military in the world knows the strength of the Igla-S, the Russian missile, said Venezuelan leader Nicholas. Venezuela has no less than 5,000 of these missiles deployed at key air defense positions to ensure peace, stability, and the security of our people. More than 5,000. Those who know. And those things could do damage. Give me a second here, guys. We have breaking news updates, man. We got a lot of updates here about the Caribbean. So we got some birds in the sky. Got some birds up there in the air. B-1B bombers, the call sign Bat-21 and Bat-22, have departed Florida, flying through the Bahamas towards the Caribbean. Ooh, man. Reported by 3 KC-135 tankers, Maine, 11, 12, and 13. Their route suggests a possible approach towards Venezuela. It's just a matter of time when things start hitting the fan. We're going to hear a big breaking news soon, guys. I believe the president is going to be the first one that is going to announce it. Major hit, major operation strike of Venezuela. Give me a second here. Once again, this is the latest update. A pair of B-1Bs had begun its approach into the Caribbean. You got a lot of stuff there, guys. I mean, you got a nuclear submarine out there. You got at least 10 F-35s out there, a P-8 Poseidon. You have multiple warships. You have at least 10,000 soldiers out there. I mean, it's just, that region is packed. The Puerto Rico, they're using it as a base now. And then you have Trinidad. Trinidad just put out a message. U.S. citizens need to be prepared for anything. And they're referring to holiday season, but that's baloney. I do believe it has to do with war. Hold on, we got breaking news here. Look at this one. You see this? Caracas? That's Venezuela capital. Alright, this area is really hot. Alright, so something's going on here. 4 private planes have departed Caracas. What? Just in the last 30 minutes. The activity is described by flight watchers as something they don't remember seeing before. It seems like some very important people are leaving. Comes after news that the president is holding a televised roundtable with his national and homeland security teams at 2 p.m. That Venezuelan air defense system are actively moving around. And the B-1, we just talked about the B-1. The B-1 bombers are potentially in the air on the way to the region. Something is going on here, guys. All these information is coming out 44 minutes ago. That's 2 p.m. CT time, not Eastern time. So that's basically 3 p.m.? I just posted a video in my other channel. The president is going to make an announcement at 3 p.m. Something's going on here. What's this? 2 of the 4 private jets tracked departing Caracas, Venezuela capital, have flown to Margarita Island, which hosts key Venezuelan military sites. Zodi, N-71, Nueva Esparta, an operational defense headquarters activated this month. And Redamen 7, the top maritime command overseeing coastal radars and England air defense system. Igla, isn't that the Russian missiles? Someone said Margarita Island is a resort island where the Venezuelan elite go to get away from the city. Well, that's not a good place to go, because the sleeping giant, the U.S., would drop the hammer in that island. They would drop the hammer in that region. Okay. So this is all the information here, guys. I would keep you updated on this news. Do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. A reminder to those on YouTube. You guys did not receive the notification for this video. Again, YouTube only sends out 3 notifications per day. Okay, it's not like Twitter is unlimited, all right, or Telegram. YouTube only sends 3 notifications out per day. Those on TikTok, again, make sure you follow us on Grand Supreme News, The Real GS News, and Prepper Watch News on YouTube. Again, thank you so much for those on TikTok, Again, a lot of people are following us. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Make sure you follow me on Rumble. All the link will be in the description box. Rumble is just a backup account, platform, just in case, YT, YouTube put me in timeout. All right, so again, I will keep you updated with all this news. Venezuela, Caribbean, US, it's getting really hot. It's getting really hot. Even Donna says something is coming, and we are seeing all the signs here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Till next time later. Peace.